review I'm bringing you today is on the Monteverde Innova Formula M fountain pen. This company, if you're not familiar with Monteverde, from what I've looked into it, they are a European brand. They were originally founded in 1978, and then the USA version of the brand was founded in 1999. That being said, I'm going to go straight into the pen itself now. In your package, you have their traditional green package. I own a few of their pens, and a lot come in this box. Inside the box, you have the pen. You have an information card right here, which you can pause it if you want to read it, but it highlights some details about the pen itself. It talks about the stainless steel sleeve, the carbon fiber ring. It's got PVD coating to help for like abrasion and stuff on the pen, but you're more than welcome to pause that and read it yourself. Inside the box, you have the pen. Before I get into that, underneath here, you have an instruction card on how to fill the pen with the info on the back. This is a cartridge converter pen, and it comes with 2 ink refills, one blue and one black. Not too loud of a box. Going straight into the pen though, here's what we're looking at right now. So I got the blue version. I've had this pen for a while. This was actually the first broad nib pen I ever bought. So one of the big details on this pen is this right here. This is that wire braiding they're talking about. This is a snap cap. You can probably hear it when it comes off. And same for when it posts. Does the same exact thing. Monteverde pens use a Jovo number 6 steel nib. I believe they're interchangeable, so you could get a different one, but I don't know if they sell actual gold nibs on their pens. Obviously, this has that black PVD coating they were referring to. You may be able to see the Monteverde logo. It matches what's on the pen cap right here. So just some details. The grip itself, I think it's a little smaller than I prefer, but I don't have any issues with it. It is metal, but it has like a, maybe a, not matte, but I don't know what you would call this. There is some texture to it. I definitely don't feel myself sliding on this, and I could see my hand staying just fine. It's the same texture that's on the back here as well. And then inside of the pen, just to show you the converter. One nice thing about converters with Monteverde, if you've never seen it, also I want to point out their threading is steel, and so is the inside of the barrel. One thing about their converters I love, it does look like your traditional converter. With Monteverdes, they actually screw in. I think that's a really nice thing. I don't tend to have any sort of leak or anything like that with these kind of converters. It still has your friction fit, but it also has the screw-in spot, which I think is fantastic. I wish other companies would do this. Honestly, I kind of wish Lamy would do it if I could pick one. For inking the pen up, I am using Yamadori by Sailor Shikiori ink. It is a blue ink, and I will have a little sample as always. For my writing sample, I'm going to be using Tomei River Notebook. I bought these on Amazon, and I buy these regularly. They're little, small, disposable notebooks. I use them in my everyday life, in travel, at work, everything. I love them. They are an off color of cream. They are not solid white. Let me just go to a page for this. But they do have the dot grid, which is one of my favorite things. All right, now we'll do fast writing. I don't see, really surprisingly, any issue keeping it up, keeping that big broad nib fed. Nothing at all. Showing some line variation. Let's see what we can get out of here. So let's get in even closer. Here's your normal line with no pressure. And then with pressure. No pressure. With none. There's a decent amount of variation there, but you have to be really light to get those thinnest lines. Any normal writing pressure, I'm getting pretty darkened. Additionally, can it write upside down? Let's see. Yeah, I would say it writes upside down pretty good on reverse writing. I don't ever use reverse writing personally, but I know people are interested and always wonder if it does do it. It does. I don't see any issue with that. For size comparison, I have the pen, I have a Lamy Safari, and then an Esterbrook SG. and I will show you how they look posted as well. So the Esterbrook does post much farther than any pen, so that's a little different. But as far as the Safari comparison, it's pretty close. It looks like the Safari just edges out by a small margin. Let me also show them without the cap on. Without the cap on, it's a much closer comparison. It looks like the Monteverde is actually shorter than the other two, but that's not saying a whole lot as the weight on it's really well balanced, and it doesn't in any way feel like a short pen. So I would say there's not a huge difference there in practice, just in aesthetic itself. In conclusion, how do I feel about this pen? Well, it was my first broad nib pen. I still have it. I still like it. I don't use it as often anymore, but I think aesthetics, this thing is a keeper. The clip is very usable. I didn't show that earlier, but this is the unique detail on this, plus the carbon fiber ring. Both of them stand out as being one of the only pens I've seen with that. There may be more out there with this, but I don't know of them. And I will say when I first got it, and even now having it, I did enjoy the snap fidgeting with that, even on the back. It's very enjoyable. Sorry for anyone that doesn't like that, but I could see people that fidget do liking it. That being said, that's my review of this pen. Hopefully got you some info you didn't know about. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below.